Hi, everyone. Happy Monday to each and every one of you. I hope that you had a great weekend. Shout out to everyone that has been purchasing our book, Entrepreneurship 101, on our website, serenitynailpolish.com. We've had multiple lives every Monday, y'all, where we are pushing you all to get started on your business today. We've had different people on our live coming on, dropping gems, and all these tips and tricks that I myself that I'm also learning as well. Today we do have a special guest, but before I introduce her, please make sure that you go on our website to also sign up and subscribe. Y'all already know Black Friday is coming. We have special sales and deals coming up as well. So make sure that in order to be the first to know, you have to make sure that you go on our website to subscribe. So today with me, I have Marleen Proctor. Marleen Proctor is a versatile actress, entrepreneur, comedian, producer, director, and casting director with a passion for inspiring others through her own journey. A proud mother of four and Mimi to seven, Marleen was born a military brat in Peoria, Illinois, and raised in Chicago and Fort Lee, Virginia. She has made a name for herself in the entertainment industry with standout roles in Tyler Perry's 6888, The Color Purple, Zatima, Snoop Dogg's Underdogs, and her viral portrayal as the mother who stole her daughter's inheritance. Currently, she is captivating audiences as District Attorney Laurel Collins in The Last Word, where she plays a gritty corporate DA. With an unshakable faith in God, Marleen has used both her triumphs and struggles to motivate others. She believes in the power of resilience, reminding people that no matter the obstacles, there is always hope, strength, and purpose. Through her work, she demonstrates that with trust in God and persistence, anything is possible. Her guiding principles are simple yet powerful. God doesn't like ugly, and competing against me is competing against God. Marleen Proctor is a living testament to strength of faith, perseverance, and relentless pursuit of dreams. Please help me welcome Marleen Proctor. Woohoo! All right, Marleen, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is so amazing to have you join us on this Monday Live. You have done an amazing amount of work and things. So please introduce yourself to the people. Tell us a little bit more about who you are and if there's anything you would like to add.
Hello, 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 everybody. Hey, y'all, hey, family, hey, family. I am excited to be here. Hey, beautiful Jasmine. Y'all doing okay? And my boy, family. It's amazing to be here, and it's an honor that you guys invited me. Thank you so much. Um, I'm Marleen Proctor, the actress. I started in background. I wanted to ask you, what did you ask me again?
Oh, yes, to tell us a little bit more about yourself. Is there anything that I might have missed in this marvelous introduction?
Yeah, that was an amazing, and I'm loving it. I'm like, okay, here she goes. She's here now. Yeah, so basically so it needs to be updated. I now have my own podcast. She's here now.
Okay.
Which is amazing. It's real lives, real stories, real power.
Mm,
We're just talking about the independent film grind, how we get where we're at, how we're doing what we're doing. Um, and the struggle is real. The struggle is no joke.
mhm.
um what else you wanted me to say? Hey y'all,
Yes.
hey live,
No,
how
no,
y'all
no.
doing
That
out
is
there?
perfect. And can you tell us a little bit more about the podcast that you have out now?
Yeah, so it's getting heated up, y'all. I'm claiming to have one of the best podcasts out here. Because it's amazing people out here with amazing podcasts, and there's different audience, so
Mhm.
everybody has it's room for everybody. Um but my podcast is basically really unscripted. I don't have like a script I go in there with.
Mhm.
We're just talking some real talk.
Yeah.
Um and we're just on there, and we're just that I want whoever comes on my podcast,
Mhm.
whatever they have in the inside and they want to tell the world,
Mhm.
It's their chance to tell the world on my show.
I love that. How do we sign up for this podcast anyway?
All you gotta do is shoot me a DM right now, because you know it just God just opened that door. So I'm getting it all together. Shoot me a DM. Make sure you send a professional or one of your best photos with the bio. And I'll reach back out. We'll get together with scheduling and all that good stuff. And it
Oh,
is in person. It is in person, and it's in Tucker, Georgia.
all right. That is good to know. That is good to know. So for people that are wondering how do we sign up virtually, it is in person in
And it's
Georgia.
on YouTube. It's Ebon Vision. Ebon Vision, like EBONVISION. You
Hmm.
know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Ebon Vision is powered by there. That's where the studio. That's where I get. And this weekend is a big weekend for me. I have
Hmm.
an amazing guest. All my guests are amazing, by the
Uh-huh.
way. We all grinding. We out here doing it. But far as me being a newcomer, new to this whole thing. Deanna, he knows. D
Hmm.
knows. I'm gonna say D because I can't. My whatever. But he basically knows.
Hmm.
I started from the bottom to the top. So,
Hmm.
to have one of the divas, Molly Hopkins, um
Nice.
come into the show from Lifetime,
Hmm.
uh Double Divas, Livy Lingerie. I'm excited, because that's letting me know I'm growing, and people are watching, people are looking, they're seeing, and the grind is real. I stay on the go, y'all. I don't know how it be happening, but I stay on the go.
We love that. We love that. Listen, I know people are like, let's jump straight into it. They hear Tyler Perry and all of these um places
Also,
that you have acted on.
so I wanted to, not like correct you like you did it wrong, but it's called 6888.
Six
It's
triple eight. Thank you.
6888, and that was major because, I mean, people can talk about background all they want.
Hmm.
I have to say, background has made me where I'm at right now. Um, I get more recognition for my background work than I'm getting anything. I be forgetting about all the work I really have putting in skits and stuff like that as well. And I did the skits to enhance my acting skills once I received and got a private acting coach with Carl Kennedy. Um, but yes, Tyler Perry. I have to say Tyler Perry is one of the ones that give me my most screen time. I can't make it up. I'm like,
Hmm.
where's my show, Tyler? He ain't called me yet, but I know it's coming. Everything is time, and in this time and thing is timing. So I'm a go back. I'm a rewind. So I lost
Hmm.
the love of my life. We were together for 10 years. He
Hmm.
he passed away of a massive heart attack in front of me,
Hmm.
the Widowmaker. A year after he passed, I was ready to give up, but I ended up answering an email, and it was an availability check for P Valley. So
Hmm.
I go to P Valley.
Hmm.
Megan Thee Stallion, them, they did it. I just knew I was gonna be in that scene. I didn't know nothing about nothing because it was my first time like that. So I just knew I was gonna be in the scene because I was right in the front. I had the prop phone, it was a little concept. But anyway, I didn't
Hmm.
make that. I didn't make that cut. But going to set that day had me go to set again, meeting people. They kept calling me back. Then I didn't call it networking. I just called it was my therapy. So I'm talking to everybody.
Hmm.
And talking to everybody, I got to everywhere, and here I go. And that's what happened.
Yeah, I listen. We definitely gonna dive in further on how you got to where you are today. But we have to know what inspired you to start this journey, the journey of entrepreneurship, right? What inspired you to get into acting, to start your entrepreneurship journey? Is that something you always wanted to do?
Well, so the thing is, all right. So when I came to Atlanta to visit for 3 days.
Hmm.
2 days, 2 days, 2 days. I'm lying. 2 days, went back home, packed up, and came. So I was in the entertainment business then. It just wasn't. It was it. I'm just keep it real. I used to dance, so I was in the
Hmm.
entertainment business. But then I
Hmm.
started having babies,
Hmm.
and I had another baby, another baby. So I had to sit my behind down, and I had to
Hmm.
chill, and I had to raise my children. And then I had a first cousin tell one of my younger cousins, He said, "Yep, Marlena always wanted to be a movie star, and she's making it happen. So I guess y'all always wanted to be a movie star since I've been a little girl. And now that my kids are grown and I'm an empty nester, and then the love of my life passed, it was
Mhm.
like, and I went to say, and it was like, oh shit, oh, yeah." And my son was like, "Ma, I think you found your calling." I said, "You
Mhm.
think so?" And boom, 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 the camera loved me. I love it back.
Thank you for sharing that inspiration. Like sometimes life puts us in situations where, this is something that we always thought about or wanted to do, but it so happens that things will be lined up in a way where you can walk into your purpose, right? What would you say one of your biggest challenges that you faced early on was, and how did you overcome it? I feel like you kind of alluded to it, but
My biggest challenge was being alone after being, with my partner for 10 years,
hmm
and then being back outside by myself and meeting new people. I kind of forgot, far as being vulnerable,
hmm
um naive, I just forgot. You got to be careful out here.
yeah, you do.
And
That's very true.
yeah, so
hmm So, what would you say, like, you got into acting? Like, can you walk us through the process of how you first got started? Um, because there are people that are watching on live right now that might be into doing film, or they might want to act. So, how did you get into it? What steps did you take, or what steps should they take?
So what I did was, it was
Mhm.
all school for me. Being in background, don't take that as no joke. I don't care what nobody tell you. You go do
Mhm.
some background because you're gonna watch. If you go for the right reasons, if you go and get mad because you're not on the camera, or they don't put you on the camera, that's not the right. Because sometimes it don't work like that. Sometimes you go, you don't get that. So that being said, that the camera loved me and I love the camera. 2024, I jumped,
Mhm.
meaning jump, what Steve Harvey always talked about. I jumped. I said, you know what? This might be the thing. The camera like me, Lord. You think I can act? You want me to do that? Okay. He said yes. So I jumped, and that's when I got the private acting coach. But for those that can't, which I couldn't afford, I'm just gonna keep it real. My brother told me, because he seen me doing things. He was like, he sees
Mhm.
that I'm passionate about this. So he was like, I'll pay for it. And I have to say that going to set on background, meeting different people, casting directors, script supervisors, and you do have to know when to talk and when not to talk. But my thing is, don't like not talk to the wardrobe, don't talk to the costume because you think they nobody. Sometimes they the main person you need to be talking to, be nice to, say hello, how you doing, good
Mhm.
morning, um so things like that, and me meeting all these people and networking. I get hit up like, hey, can you come and do this? Well, you want to come and do this? And it led to me being an executive assistant. It led to me to doing my first video behind the scenes. And I
Mhm.
just like, I did the skits. Like I started with the fourth skit. I went viral. Like, I've
Mhm.
never done this before,
Mhm.
and especially the improv. And so, I didn't even know what that word was. I didn't know what that was. I know freestyling, from music and stuff like that, but
Mhm.
um the skits really got me comfortable in front of the camera. So even somebody that's out there that wants to do it and they're scared of the camera, practice
Mhm.
with the phone. The phone to get you ready for it, but you still get scared. But it's to the best of us, because if you don't get scared, then something might not be right. If you get what I'm saying.
Exactly. No, you make a lot of sense. And I was gonna ask you about that too, because I know you said you mentioned doing skits and gaining attraction. How did you build your brand and attract like
So
audience and
let
clients,
me
like
tell
once you
y'all
started getting
something,
into it?
for people that think that, oh, I can just be an actor. Oh, and let me
Hmm.
tell y'all, acting and going to set, background acting, whatever, it's not for the weak. It's not as easy as it looks like on TV. They just put that together like that, okay? We should spend 16, sometimes 17 hours on set.
Hmm.
Um, Polo, stop. I have fur, babe. Say, and now ask me that question again, though.
Yeah. So how did you build your brand to
Okay, so
attract
that's hard work. Let me tell you
mhm,
something, y'all. Let me tell y'all something about that. It's a non-stop. Let me tell you. And it's you know how they always said, if you love something, you'll do it for free and all of that.
mhm,
What I do, people pay lots of money to do. I do my own marketing. I push my own brand out, and I keep showing up.
mhm,
Even there was times that I didn't when I was going through what I was going through. But that's God's alignment. You have to stay in alignment as well, and it's
mhm,
all timing. But it's definitely not for the weak.
mhm. And so what strategies, right, would you say that helped you grow while still staying true to yourself, your values, and being authentically you?
So that's a good one. And I want to tell everybody that, because you got to stay you. I don't care what they say. Because they say, Marlene, you talk too much. You talking to too many people. You need to say that. You need to say that talk for Tyler. You need to say that talk for that. Okay, if I would have did what they told me to do, I wouldn't be here right now with y'all.
Mm,
Okay. So
that's
you
real.
have to continue. You got to remember to be you, no matter what
Hmm.
they say. Yeah, it hurt. I had to talk to God about it. And guess
Hmm.
what? She's here now, podcast. What?
That's
Talking is
right.
a calling. Talking is a calling. You know, um, and let me tell y'all something. It's a doggy dog world.
Hmm.
It's an ugly game out here. It's a lot of gatekeeping. It's a lot of gatekeeping. I could sing, I'd sing it, but and it's a lot of trickery. I'm being dead for real though.
I
It's a
know.
lot of tricky out here. They done got me about 3-4 times, and almost seem to get me because I'm such a you know I'm not a perfect person. My dog talking crap down there, but I'm not a perfect person. Okay, but the kindness of my heart, I love everybody,
Hmm.
and everybody is not the same. Everybody is not who you are.
Hmm.
That being said, if I feel like me and you are talking and we're cool and all that, I'm gonna talk to you. Why I'm gonna
Right.
hold back?
Hmm.
Why? But guess what? They're gonna use it against you. They're gonna twist it. They're gonna turn it. They're gonna say some more stuff and some more stuff, and then you're the problem.
Hmm.
So it's like you got to be careful who you talk to. Um, far as I'm not saying networking, I'm far as saying conversation, because some people just want to get in your conversation because they want to see how you got your emotion.
Hmm.
um and they want to kind of steal your energy. They want to kind of take your emotion, which that can't be duplicated because that's God's emotion.
Hmm.
But it is very serious out here, and people want to use you. They see you got the emotion, so they want to use your platform. They want to use they this and that and the other, and sometimes you don't get paid for certain stuff and you still show up though. Polo, no.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk to you about that too because you mentioned, like, listen, there's a lot of things that you have to learn along the way. Whether that's like, listen, not everybody's going to give you information, not everybody's going to be you. What would you say a major lesson that you learned, or it could be a major lesson from either a mistake or just something that you learned along the way, that impacts how you do business today?
um So I just learned this just recently as well. When
Hmm.
somebody asks you, or they uh call themselves giving your opportunity, and I just learned this. I give it out to LA. Make sure you ask them what's in it for them.
Mm.
What's in it for them?
Hmm.
Because I've been in a couple situations now, and I've learned too. It like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not difficult either.
Hmm.
I know right from wrong.
Yeah.
And I know when energy ain't right, and if it's confrontational, something ain't right.
Right.
But you know, it's a trickery out here. You'll go and you'll think it's an opportunity. You go and you blow up on their platform. Guess what? They not giving you $1.
Mm,
But they getting millions of views off of your stuff, but they not giving you nothing.
mm.
That hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts. Then I've been in a couple situations but if it was not for them situations, I wouldn't probably be as powerful as I
Hmm.
am and going to be. Because I'm gonna tell you, there was some hurtful situations. And I even told God, okay, if this is not what I'm supposed to do, I don't have to do it, because I'm not chasing this because clout, or this is just what God gave me. And
Hmm.
wherever he sends me, I go. And if I don't feel it, I don't go. Like, if I feel a certain type of way, my energy is not right, because
Hmm.
and I'm not holier than thou, y'all. I drink my drink. I do what I do. Um, but I'm very spiritual and I can
Hmm.
feel stuff. Sometimes I don't understand it, but I can feel it.
Hmm.
Um, I just advise y'all to be careful of the connections. Everybody's not for your best interests.
Yes.
Sometimes they see who you're connected to and want to get to you to
Hmm.
get to them.
Right.
And which is fine, but
Hmm.
then you connect them with that person, and then that person switches on. It's 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 a hurt. I ain't gonna say ugly. I'm gonna say hurtful.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say hurtful, because you
Yeah.
really think everybody's supposed to lift everybody up. It's
Hmm.
room for everybody. Tupac said it a long time ago.
Hmm.
It's enough money out here. It's enough for everybody.
Of
Everybody got their own
course.
talents. Everybody
Hmm.
got their own talents.
That's true. Like having that just spirit of discernment and being able to know, like, listen, I can decide whether or not this opportunity, this partnership, this exposure aligns with my vision, my values, right? And if I don't feel like the vibe is right, or if I don't feel like
And
it's
you can
beneficial
even
to me.
start off thinking, and then pull back. That's
Hmm.
fine too. They call you a problem for that, but that's fine too. Don't even worry about what they say. You
Hmm.
go what you just said. You go with your spiritual inner being, because if you go by what they say, oh honey, mm-mm.
Yep.
They'll have you messed up. They'll have you depressed. They'll have you in, like it. I'm just not. I've never been. I guess because I've always been independent. Far
Hmm.
as I'm the only girl and the baby.
Hmm.
So you can't really run me.
Hmm.
I do know how to follow, because you got to learn how to follow. You got to know how to follow before you lead. But I'm not
Hmm.
no do girl. I'm not that one. I'm not.
Yeah. No, I get that.
And you have to
And
set the boundaries. You have to set the boundaries.
absolutely. And I think you touched on an important part, right? It could be a lot even mentally. It could be a lot on you emotionally, spiritually, all of those different things. So, how do you stay motivated and mentally grounded during those tough times or setbacks or just uncertainty as you navigate your field, the business? How do you stay afloat?
Girl, it ain't nothing but the Lord. It is nothing but God Almighty.
Hmm.
Because I'm going to tell you, I still right now, I'm in my growth stage right now. So,
Hmm.
and I really have to be, strict about my brand, and I really have to be, um I cannot be a people pleaser. I have to go what the spirit tells me to do and where
Hmm.
God want me to go. And like I said, it's very mental, because
Hmm.
let me tell you, and I'm a crybaby. I ain't gonna lie. Um, I cry. I think I just cried yesterday. It's certain things, like
Hmm.
just got an offer for something, but then they wanted me to stop my whole other thing. Like, I didn't start something to stop it. I can
Hmm.
add on. So, but it's very emotional, because it's people too that you like, that you talk to,
Yeah.
that you think you're networking with, and you can do things with them. And then all of a sudden it's like, what happened? Like
Mhm.
it just, you have to stay prayed up. I mean, for those that believe whatever you believe in,
Mhm.
that's what you're gonna have to stay. And the main thing is to know who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, you and I do have to say, wisdom and age came with that baby.
Yeah.
That I'm 50 now, so it took a while to get here. But even being 50, going on, I started this, what, 3.5 years ago. Um, I felt really stupid being got 3 times in the industry already. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, just, I have to watch my language. The trickery. I really want to say another word, but it's. But there are very good connections,
Mhm.
but you have to use your discernment.
Can you actually elaborate on that point? Um, I want to hear more about, like, what are some of the red flags that someone who is in the industry should potentially look out for as they navigate their journey.
Everything. Um, Everything you stand for. Um, you just can't do what everybody else does.
Mhm.
Um, but look out for okay, so I had a situation. We did some content together.
Mhm.
We really wasn't like, that person didn't know how to talk to somebody.
Mhm.
And I demand respect because I give respect. But that being said, a situation happened, we did that. It wasn't, you just have to be on, you just gotta be you gotta be on your shit. Just, I can
Mhm.
say that one. Um, but because me and her didn't get along, who she connected me with, and I have to say it,
Mhm.
the one that I played, it wasn't her, but the one that I played the mama for, that
Mhm.
stole my daughter's inheritance, the person that connected me to her, because me and that young lady didn't get along. She, honey, they had a whole funeral for me.
Mhm.
They had a whole funeral, and everybody that I started off in background that no longer, I guess, we're not in the same league, which I thought we all were, but we're not. So it just popped up because I didn't go looking for it. I did not. But it
Mhm.
popped up in my feed, and oh, they having a funeral. Not a funeral, not a funeral. A funeral for me. And then I'm looking at, I'm like, oh, there go, oh. It's so that being said, it's a
Mhm.
circle. And if one person don't like you in that circle, guess what? You're excluded out that circle. And let me tell you something, that they had that funeral and all of that. Not, no shame, no hate, no nothing. Cause I love everybody. We can still collab, baby. It's like that with me.
Mhm.
But I just know I can't go that way with you no more.
Right.
But let me tell you, all that they tried to do, all that they tried to do, had the funeral and all of that. Every time, even in the 3 incidents I'm telling you about, and 4 now, God has elevated me from even that. I have gone further from it by standing on me and not being a people pleaser. And if you don't know what a people pleaser is, that means you're just gonna be a yes person.
Mhm. Absolutely. Master in our business commented and said it's important to know your worth.
Very much know, because if you don't know your worth, you're gonna get ate up out here. Because let me tell you something, and I have to specify this too, because it's my truth, it's my testimony.
Mhm.
The love of my life that I was with for 10 years showed me my worth. He showed me, and that's how I'm able to stand 10 toes strong down. Is,
Mhm.
yeah, I might be like, well, was I wrong? But at the end of the day, we're all gonna make mistakes. We can work it out together. We can work it out together.
Says you got this, Marlene. Master in our business.
Thank,
Say you
I don't
got
know if
this,
I can repeat.
Marlene.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. But they've been trying to dog a sister, but a sister keep prayed up. I keep my
Mm-hmm.
spirit right. I keep my heart right because I have
Yeah.
no ill intent for no one. I
Yeah.
wish the best. I even support people that don't even support me, baby. And I
Mm-hmm.
know they see me. I
Yeah.
know they see me because I see you, you see me, see you, see me. And it's okay.
No, for
'Cause-
real.
and I still show love. But do you know
Mm-hmm.
me still showing love is how I'm getting where I'm going, where I'm at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's another overall test too. Are you going to let them mold you to be the person of them? Or are you going to, like what he say? Know your value, stand in your truth, stand in who
Yeah.
you are. Because if you don't do that, you're going to get ate up, baby.
Yep.
Because they done try to eat me. I call them vultures.
You know what they say? If you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. Okay?
Yeah, and I did. Like I said, I had to talk to God. I had to have a real
Mm-hmm.
conversation with God. I literally had to tell him he had to bring me a physical form. Like I'm talking, it's funny how we talk to our Lord, right? I told him you got to bring me a physical form to tell me this, cause I hear you, Lord, but all these people saying the same thing. And
Yep.
I can hear him saying, I don't care what all of them people are saying. But I'm like, and me and God is having a whole talk. I had just got off BMF and it was an hour drive. I talked to God that whole hour. And he told me to keep going. And here I go. And that was 2 years ago. No, that's when I first started. That's what, because I'm on BMF. I ain't know if I mentioned that. I'm on like the second episode. I'm down dog on every episode.
What
Yeah.
season?
Season two.
Let me write this down so I can look after.
I'm everywhere, right? I'm everywhere. God has been so
So
good. I'm
season
on
two,
Black and
episode two
Beauty.
on BMF.
Yep, season two. Look, I used to know all the episodes. Season two, episode four. A lot of everything, which I don't know what that means, is something. But a lot of the ones I made a cut, I'm in episode four. I don't know what that's about, but something said 444. Okay, I don't know. Okay, God saying something, but okay. Uh but yeah, so yeah, even Black and Beauty. I'm in the first one and this new one that just came out. You know what I'm saying? I call all of them a win. Let me tell you something, baby. I
Hmm.
love it all. Cause who else could say they was there and made them cuts? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I love it, Mia Cooper, heck, we just finished up. We just wrapped up a new film. I be playing a domestic violence detective.
Hmm.
I'm one of the leads.
Okay, nice. How do you
E-
get these roles anyway?
So again, wherever God send me, He goes. So it's a few things because I don't really have all the materials yet to
Hmm.
auditions for the big stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I really haven't done any auditions. I maybe done one.
Hmm.
Or self tapes. I might have done one just to see if I can do it. I thought it was pretty damn good, but I haven't got to that. So that being said, they reach out to me. They
Hmm.
ask me.
Do you have to put together some type of portfolio when you are applying? And if so,
Oh,
what should be included in the portfolio?
well, you should have a resume, which
Hmm.
that I don't even have yet either. I just have my bio. You should have a resume. You should have a bio. Like I said, I don't have all my materials. This is just all God. This is when I tell you this is a whole. I'm writing my book. I got 5 chapters of my first memoir ready
Love
to
it.
go. I just gotta get ready to drop it.
Hmm.
I got the clean version ready, y'all, because I don't know if they ready for the other version. But yeah, yeah.
So you have your resume, your bio.
Oh, and then so if you want to get into background, you got to find the casting like Central Casting, Hilton Casting, and once you go on set, you network with everybody else to find the other castings. But once you get in, you go to networking, get everybody IG, Facebook, everywhere you go, you need to be getting everybody's um social media because that's how you're gonna grow as well. That's basically how I really I just kept pushing my stuff, meeting people, and I did my content while I be on set. I
Mhm.
really when I really didn't have time at first to push the content because I was on set so much. But when we went on strike, oh, I had 8 months of I literally had 8 months of content to push out. Can you believe that? Like
Wow.
just from beginning, you know what I'm saying? So, but now they would have to, you go Actors Access. They have Actors Access. You get up, put all your stuff on there. You pay, you got to pay for some of this stuff.
Mhm.
But that's where the real cast and directors and stuff come. That's where you're gonna submit your reels. You got to have reels.
Okay.
Um, uh, Yep, and then like if you did your networking, you'll see where they have postings all the time on there, and you just pay attention to the post, do everything it says, because that's one thing too, y'all. Y'all can't just hurry up and send in, uh, uh, um, or submit, and don't do half of what they tell you, because if you don't do half of what they tell you when you submit, they know you're not going to be able to do half of what they tell you when you get on set. Okay,
Mm, that's a good one.
okay.
Now that's how you drop a gem. Yes. I hear you. And oh my God, I forgot the question that I was gonna ask you, but that's okay.
See, you can do that at my age, but I don't know. You want my look, not children. You want my children age.
Well, I want to talk. Thank you for bringing up your children. I want to talk about like legacy and impact. What
Mm.
legacy or impact do you hope that your work is going to leave behind?
Well, let me tell you something. I have four amazing grown adult children that I started the legacy a long time ago. I just had to take a break, like I said, to try to raise them, do the best I can, which I did. My oldest daughter, she's a real estate agent here in Georgia and Florida. My
Mhm.
son, he's a CEO of his own record label. He
Okay.
writes. He's also a financial coach. He helps you get your credit. He not only helps you get your credit, but he teaches you how to keep your credit, and cuz not just to get it fixed and then mess it up again. He's very
Hmm.
strict. He's a very strict. I don't know where he got it from. Um but and then my middle, she's an entrepreneur. She does everything, lashes, all that kind of stuff. And then my baby girl, she's in nursing school. Um she's in her third semester. So, and I'm on my eighth grandbaby now, my eighth one. So my thing is the Proctor name is very real. They already have left legacies down.
Hmm.
Far as I don't say generational wealth because I don't have the money like that, but they're gonna it. How can I explain that? They You have to have plans for when something happens to you or your children,
Yes.
like you said, with the legacy. So my thing is now, um you know how a lot, I don't know if you have children, but a lot of us said, well, I'm gonna treat my children better than, or do better than my parents did or whatever.
Mhm.
So, with having 8 grandchildren now, um I really have to, like, now I feel like I'm doing it, because now whenever I'm gone, they can find me anywhere. They can find me on YouTube. They can find me on BET. They can find me. But um, that being said, the royalty is in the blood. And they're gonna see their Mimi, out of, from me just being at home, the housewife per se, working from
Mhm.
home, to now on the big screen and directing and doing all kind of stuff. So, and right now they're in, my grandchildren. My 13-year-old, he's a very, very, very good baseball player. And he's in high school now. So, then my second one, she's a cheerleader and she's in a dance. The other one's in football and basketball. So hey, it's it. I have to say, for the people that, like, how you
Mhm.
just have to believe and trust God, and go in the direction that He sends you. If you feel something, don't go that way.
Yeah.
If that makes sense to what I'm saying.
No, it makes perfect sense. I do have a daughter. She's 8. Her name is Serenity.
Okay,
She's
Serena.
part owner of this business as well, Serenity Nail Polish. But I
Okay.
hear what you're saying though, because you have set the foundation, and now your children are taking that baton and they're setting the foundation for your grandchildren, right? And each generation is supposed to do better. I think that that's ultimately how we get
Oh
ahead.
yeah, and
Like,
that's what I tell my children all the time because the truth be told, we go through
mhm,
our stuff, and I be like, "Hey, do better than me. I did the
mhm,
best I could, how I could. I could have did better. Maybe could have, would have, should have, could have. It's over with now. So do
mhm,
better than me. See the flaws that I did that you did not like, and make
mhm,
them changes. And then when you have your children, they
mhm.
see the flaws you made, and they make them changes.
Correct.
So that's what they mean by breaking generational
Mhm.
curses. Like
Yep.
you really do, and and it's not one in everybody. It's a trickle, and it's not for the weak.
No, it's not.
It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak because me and my children, we're very close. But when you're very close, you know what that means too. We what I call it, we little what Mr. Brown say, uh dysfunctional. This But get what? Don't mess with none of us. We coming. We
Yeah.
coming. You know what I'm saying? So I did make a big team, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen that picture. I was like, my mom said, "Do you realize that's all you?" I said, "Jeez." But yes, yes, but yes. So I'm looking forward to being a million billionaire, far as even having the land where that the grandkids can have their land,
Hmm.
their houses on for them and their children and then their children. So yeah, I definitely, like, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission.
Absolutely. And
God's willing. I'm on a
I
mission.
was going to say, like, what is next for you? And I know you started sharing some of that.
Okay, so yeah, so I got She's Here Now podcast, and
Hmm.
the film I just said is called You Better Call Pops. It's pretty cool. Domestic violence, basically. You know how the system kind of fails a lot, and a lot get unalived and all of that. So you better call Pops, and there's a twist in it. Your girl might be at a little bit of the twist, but anyway. Um and I just got cast for an amazing, it's gonna be so cute. You know what Eddie Murphy and them do with the cartoon things, the voiceovers.
Hmm.
So I just got my first voiceover gig.
Nice.
Um
Congratulations.
and thank you. It's gonna be hilarious, y'all. I gotta do the table read tonight too. It's gonna be hilarious. It's called and we're gonna be singing. Remember, I said I can't even sing. The Lord said if you but it ain't a sound for noise, Lord. But anyway, um he say it's called God Can't Bless Mess, right?
Hmm.
And that's gonna be the name of the song. And her name is Kiki Lauderdale. She's the writer, she's a singer and all of that. And so I'm gonna be Sister Oakley, and we are in the church choir.
Okay.
So you would think that the title says God Can't Bless Mess or whatever. You think it's gonna be one of them. No, we messy as I don't know what in the choir in the church. Them old ladies they are cutting up. I was like, it's gonna be hilarious, y'all. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Marlene, oh my goodness. It has been such a pleasure to have you on. I truly enjoyed you. I know our audience enjoyed you. Thank you for sharing so much information, giving us insight to steps on how to step into acting, or advice, and talking to us about challenges that you faced along the way. Thank you so much. Please let everyone know where they can follow you, where they can find you. We would love to support.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, but I did have one more thing to say about paying attention to people. And I tell this to my children,
Hmm.
I tell it to the grandkids. Pay
Hmm.
attention to what people say.
Hmm.
Pay attention to the details. People say I talk a lot, but I pay attention to the details. You can say one word and I know what's going on. But anyway, sometime. But that being said, y'all can find Marleen Proctor, the actress, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Did I say TikTok? Everywhere. You can find me everywhere. You can Google me. You can find me on IMDb. You can find me everywhere. She's Here Now podcast. Go and follow She's Here Now podcast too. And if you want something to tell the world, you have
Hmm.
anything, come on, hit my DM. Let me know what you got. Send me a bio. Send me a professional or one of your best photos, and we'll
Hmm.
make it happen. We'll get it together. Let's go.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Marleen, thank you so much. Make sure that you are following Marleen Proctor on all of those social media sites that she just mentioned. And until next week, make sure you're also following Mastering Our Business to help you with all of your business needs. Go ahead. Live
I
testimony.
met them. I can't say that. Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
When I met them, I'm still in my healing stage, but I was
Hmm.
really, really bad then. And I don't care about telling my story anyway. They was like, "Hey, you want to tell your story?" Yeah, I want to tell my story. When do you want me to come? And actually, the devil will try to play with you, but I want to thank them for
Hmm.
putting me on Doctor O After Dark. Like that
Hmm.
started something, and I've been on podcast. And that's again, I've been on podcast since then. And then I even went to go get on one podcast and the guy that owned the podcast studio has his podcast, asked me to come back and be on his podcast. And then She's Here Now, got her own podcast. Just keep showing up, everybody.
That's right. You heard it live from Marleen. You better go ahead and follow Master in Our Business. Okay. Make sure you're following Serenity Nail Polish. You're purchasing that book, The Entrepreneurship 101. That's right. Make sure you scan that QR code on the screen. And make sure you guys are again, the time is now to get started. It's not waiting for anyone of us. So until next week, be blessed. Have a great week, everyone, and we'll see you all next Monday at 5 p.m.